What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Richardson. I'm a personal trainer. I'm also a chemical engineer. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to use fasting to increase testosterone naturally. So if you're new here, I want you to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to teach you how to live a healthy life, how to eat and train to boost your testosterone naturally so that you can experience all of the benefits that come with healthy testosterone levels. So if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe and turn the notification bells on too so that you don't miss out on any of my latest content. By the time you're finished watching this video, you'll have a whole bunch of tips on how to use fasting optimally to boost your testosterone. So make sure you stick around for the whole video because when you use all of the content in this video at the same time, you're going to get the best and the fastest results. Let's dive in. So fasting has hands down been one of my top tools that I have used to lose fat and boost my testosterone levels naturally, which, by the way, losing fat in and of itself is going to boost your testosterone levels. It's one of the best things that you can do, not just to increase your testosterone, but for your health in general. Lowering the amount of body fat that I carried is hands down one of the best decisions that I ever made for myself. And fasting has hands down been one of the most useful tools that I've used throughout the years to get lean and stay lean and keep my testosterone levels nice and healthy. But there's definitely a few precautions that you need to take about fasting and things that you need to know in terms of how it is ultimately going to affect your testosterone levels. So kind of the idea is you want to use fasting as a tool to easily lose fat and keep your testosterone levels nice and healthy. So one of the best ways that I use fasting is to just cut a meal out of my day. And I personally opt for cutting breakfast out of my day. And a lot of people call this intermittent fasting. Sure, it definitely is technically intermittent fasting. I mean, this is what most people do with the popular 16-8 protocol, and there's other protocols out there also. And this is very similar to that. I know Kino Body talks about this, Greg O'Gallagher, Brad Pilon, he talks about doing this, the Hodge twins, they talk about doing this, skipping breakfast in the morning and then pushing your first meal later on in the day, usually sometime in the afternoon. And this is exactly what I do, and I find it very useful. And it's such a powerful tool because cutting a meal out of your day makes it a lot easier to eat in a calorie deficit, and eating in a calorie deficit, that is the only thing that is going to reduce the amount of body fat that you carry. There's no other way that you can lose weight besides eating in a calorie deficit. Even if you exercise more or follow a certain diet, it's ultimately going to come down to you eating fewer calories than your body actually needs every single day. And I want to mention this here because I didn't necessarily know that when I first started losing fat. I thought that if you just exercised enough, if you did cardio and lifted weights, ate healthy, eat your green vegetables and don't drink a ton of soda, I thought if you just followed that general guideline, you would lose weight. But it wasn't until I really educated myself and really learned what actually creates fat loss that I started to make progress. So that's very important, and I like to point it out. So going back to the fasting thing, I usually base this off of when I wake up in the morning. So I'll wake up, usually I'll sip on some kind of black coffee, I'll drink flat water throughout the morning. Anything with 0 calories is really fair game. I mean, even things like diet sodas or 0-calorie energy drinks, sparkling water, mineral water, anything along those lines. Any beverage with 0 calories in it is fair game. It won't break your fast. And there's actually some debate over that, believe it or not, but I'm just telling you what has worked for me. I've done this throughout the years. I've drank diet soda or tried drinking tea or black coffee, even 0-calorie energy drinks, and it still works well for me. And then usually I'll push my fast into some time in the afternoon, and that's usually when I'll have either a light snack or a lighter lunch, and then I'll have the bulk of my calories in the evening for dinner. Maybe I'll even have some dessert or something. Here's what I actually recommend. So all these intermittent fasting giant guys who are huge fans of this, they seem to do it pretty much as a lifestyle. So every single day they'll wake up and fast throughout the morning and break their fast sometime in the afternoon. What I actually recommend is if you are specifically trying to lose body fat, use this strategy. However, I think once you actually reach your goal and you lower the amount of body fat that you have on you and you're pretty content with your results, and if you feel good and you like the way that you look in the mirror, then I'd say it's time to go back to eating a little bit more throughout the day. While I'm not really of the opinion that meal timing makes a huge difference in the long haul, I know plenty of people who have good success with the 1 meal a day strategy. I do think that from a health perspective, regularly feeding your body food throughout the day is optimal. So with that being said, this is a great strategy to lose, specifically if you're trying to lose weight, get lean, and reduce the amount of excess body fat that you're carrying. Another thing worth mentioning is the 1 meal a day approach. So like I mentioned, I know plenty of people who have had great success doing 1 meal a day, but I don't particularly recommend this. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying about eating more frequently. I really do believe that is best for optimal health. The more regularly that you can consume nutrients, the more fueled your body is going to be to accomplish the certain tasks and functions that it needs to throughout the day. Now, that's not to say that doing 1 meal a day is just going to completely destroy your testosterone, but there definitely is a link between decreased testosterone levels and how long you fast. Now, I think that how long you fast, you really have to approach like past 24 hours for it to actually make any kind of difference on both your testosterone levels and your metabolic rate. But again, I really do think that getting at least 2 meals in per day is optimal for your health. Plus, eating all of that food in one sitting is hard on your digestive system. And kind of the whole point and the whole idea behind boosting your testosterone levels naturally is to improve your health. And you're really not improving your overall health if you're heavily stressing your digestive system, or you're heavily stressing your endocrine system, or your central nervous system, or really any biological system in your body. I mean, all of the systems in your body work together towards either improving or downregulating your health. So you want to make sure that you are taking care of every system in your body. While it's true that you're going to have to put some amount of stress on your body to lose weight and lose body fat, you kind of want to do your best to mitigate those effects if you want to keep your testosterone levels nice and healthy and optimal while you are working towards your goals. So to kind of recap, if you want to use fasting to increase testosterone, I recommend that you follow something along the lines of either cut a meal out every single day, eat 2 meals or something like that. I wouldn't recommend fasting for any longer than 24 hours in a given day. That being said, that's kind of why I'm not the biggest fan of the 1 meal per day approach. But again, I know plenty of people who have had great success doing this and using it. If you are going to use it, I'd say aim to do it for like a month or 2, maybe 3 months even. But don't make it this, oh, I'm just going to eat 1 meal per day every single day for the rest of my life kind of thing. Use it intermittently. And if you are going to go the more traditional intermittent fasting approach, it is very effective to just sip on 0-calorie beverages during the morning, skip breakfast completely, eat lunch, eat dinner like you normally do, maybe have a snack somewhere, maybe even have dessert at the end of the day or something like that. That's a very sustainable and lifestyle-friendly approach to losing weight and using fasting to keep your testosterone levels healthy while you're working towards your goals. And using fasting to lose body fat is ultimately going to boost your testosterone levels, because reducing the amount of body fat that you carry around ultimately is going to increase your testosterone, because body fat is inherently estrogenic in nature. So use all the tips in this video. You'll be losing fat and boosting your testosterone using fasting in no time flat. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And again, if you're new here, I want you to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to teach you how to eat and how to train to boost your testosterone levels naturally so that you can live a life and fully take advantage of all the benefits that come with high, healthy testosterone levels. So go ahead and subscribe, because I do post at least once a week. If you made it to the end, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate the support. Let me know what you thought about the video down in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.